Hello there, ringside crew.
Hello there, ringside crew.
Hey dudes at ringside crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana.
This is Alfie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Cash for his side.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Thank you, Kiara, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, all in the middle of the mosh pit, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Well, this is our final week of November, and why not this week be our Friendsgiving? Even though a few days ago we did the super thing for the AEW, that was like a Friendsgiving.
Well, it's kind of a Friendsgiving week, if you want to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Geekums, do you want to introduce the guest? And I could do the before you introduce the guest. This young lady has been in our chat for about 200 and something episodes, and she's finally on the opposite end of the chat. Geek, introduce our guests.
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside. Welcome to our guest today, the talk of the ring show, Harley and Sabrina.
Hello.
Welcome.
Well, how are you guys?
Good.
Oh my gosh, it's great to finally meet you, Harley and Sabrina. Welcome to the podcast family. Dysfunctional as we are. Yeah. I got a beard now. My mustache is obsolete.
Joe, you ruined the picture. You know what I mean? What the heck's wrong with you? You know?
Well, in the picture, Joe kind of made you taller than me, but you are taller than me, so it should be like.
But no, I mean the mustache and you ruined the mustache and that.
Oh,
when I ruined the beard.
Girls
But
know,
okay.
ladies know. We right here. The L right here is the Keystone wrestling fans, and you know, the Keystone State is not a warm state at this time of year. No. We be in the brick.
It's freezing.
Hey, what's going on, Anthony? What's going on, dude?
Hi, Anthony.
We shouldn't be called the Keystone State. We should be called the Brick State because it's mad cold here. Look who it is.
It really is cold here.
Yeah.
I said it's some lady yesterday. I was like, "Are you ready for the yuck?" And she's like, "Ugh, the season of yuck."
I love the season of yuck.
No.
Sweatshirt, sweater.
Right?
Hallmark movies, thank you.
PPW needs to sell a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
They should.
So, how did you two? Usually we start a question: who trained you? But how did you two meet and decide to do a podcast?
What's going on, dude?
I can start this one. So we met. It was a PPW show. She was sitting right next to me, and the first thing she said was like, "Hey, hopefully you don't mind. I have my posters right next to your chair." And I was like, "No, I don't care." And like, just her energy that she brings to the shows like matched my energy. So I said to her, I said, "Hey, I was thinking about making a podcast, but I don't want to do it by myself. So let's do it together." And we just talked about it for months. And now it's finally a thing. So, I mean, her and I talk on a daily basis. Like, we're definitely different ages, but hey.
It's all right.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how we met. I'm like, yo, I'm a crazy poster, loud fan. You might get hit. Just roll with it. So she's like, oh, it's all right. So then that's how we became friends. And we're like, She was like, "Yo, I'm TikTok famous." I'm like, "Oh, I gotta follow you," you know. And then I was like, but yeah, that's pretty much how.
Oh, and she died. That's me a geek. That's me a clip. And then she died. Sabrina, you following the Dudes at Ringside page on TikTok yet?
I usually just scroll through my For You page. This is what's happening. I'll sit like at home, like before this podcast, before I called Harley, I was like just scrolling, just endlessly scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah.
The sweater weather would deck the halls with blood and guts.
Yes. So, would you deck the halls? Is it hot cocoa or would it be a cup of coffee?
Coffee.
Hot cocoa.
I had a really good cocoa today. It was like
That's a.
sorry, go on.
Got Joe. I'm sorry, I cut you
It
off.
was hot cocoa with caramel and some nice whipped cream on it with some chocolate scraped on it. I was like, yeah. My favorite barista was doing it. I was like, go girl, go girl. I was like happy because it was something on the must, like that have to try on the menu right by the thing. And I was like, I'm gonna get that one today.
There you go. Try something different every day.
Yes. Make new friends every day.
Yeah. I got Starbucks today, so I was happy. So.
Oh, I'm a Starbucks girl too.
Starbucks is so good.
Did
So
you guys go? Did you guys go for the Red Cup day or? Because
I
today
love Starbucks, but yeah.
I had iced, so it didn't come in a nice red cup. I don't drink hot coffee. I drink iced coffee.
All year round, like during the winter time, dead of winter.
Yeah.
I'm more of an iced girl too. I don't really drink the hot stuff unless I'm.
Yeah, like I'll drink it. I just won't. It's rare.
So now I know if I go to the show in December, don't forget to get a third cup of iced coffee. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I drink mine black.
Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing your guys' podcast?
we're going over 2 years right now. We're going to be going to 2 years in March. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, over like 300, I think, 13 episodes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
If you go back and watch our old episodes, Harley and Sabrina, you'll be like, damn, they changed.
that's really bad.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
happened?
Yesterday we had V on yesterday. He was having problems. Now she's having problems.
Calling the backup, Dad. Dad, pick up the internet.
No, I think she'll be back in. She said she's just gonna she had to like leave it and come back in. It's being weird, but yeah.
Yeah. It's usually me that's always been weird with the internet. Yeah.
No, it's I add the TikTok of me going, hi, me, I'm the problem. I'm the problem.
I love Taylor Swift.
Tay. That was crazy what happened with her with the
oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I would never pay that much to see her, and like it was like what, $3,000 a ticket? Yeah. I'm okay.
It's like I gotta ask my sister this
She's
year.
using the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Probably.
Hey, going back to all of our episodes we had from last year, Geek, how can you forget? There she is. Sabrina's back. Yay.
Yeah.
Like, out of all of our episodes, the one from last year can't leave my mind. We had that one wrestler on McDonald Wi-Fi. He was sitting like cell phone like this, and we could see half of his eyes and half.
No names, no names though.
I didn't
right?
say a name, Geek, but I thought it was. I didn't say the name. I just thought it was funny that you said they said your dad said McDonald's Wi-Fi, and I'm just like, why do I remember that?
That sounds like a familiar episode, Joe.
So
wow, $3,000 to see Taylor Swift.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, that $3,000.
Yeah, no, I don't got that money.
Yeah, right. $3,000 for Taylor. No, I'm sorry. That's $3,000 can go for a vacation.
Yes, that's me going to Universal Studios, staying there for like 2 days. Yeah,
that's as bad. That's as bad as whoever started to say this. People might be in the chat, but that's as bad as people want to see Blink-182 for like $400 or $500. I'm like,
I would just sit at home, ask my sister to make hot dogs, make me sauerkraut, and just make me burgers. And I'll just sit in her living room just singing every song and be like, "Can I hot dog? Thank you." like no. So out of all the PPW shows that either of you been to, what was your favorite moment or my favorite match?
Oh God.
I guess I'll go first. Well, I've been going to PPW for 9 years, so basically, so much of my childhood is devoted to wrestling. I love wrestling, but I'd have to say my favorite show of PPW was last December's Christmas show or my birthday from this year, because the people at PPW make you feel so welcome, and I love it there. So definitely one of those two shows was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh God. My favorite show. I've only been going since April, to be honest with you. And but I fell so deeply with it. I think my favorite show has been the last one, to be honest with you, because it was just the tag team match that we had. I think and then Alpha's match was crazy. It was just so much going on. I got louder, because normally Harley will attest to this. I'm the quiet one when it comes to shows. And no, not her. She's the loud one, but she got me out of my shell this past month, so we're very happy about it.
Yeah. She did it. I did it.
Let's she'll start staring daggers at me on commentary with their favorite doesn't win.
I was staring daggers. After the second match, when the first match, when Tim Theory won his match, I looked over at Blackwell. I was like, really? He controlled it. Yeah, I control it. You don't control it. But at that moment, you were like, yeah, and I was like, don't do it.
Oh my goodness.
I thought you were on our side.
Yeah, right.
How dare you? That's so funny. Every time when Harley would pop in the chat during one of our past episodes, and I'm like, and this is Harley, to the wrestler that didn't know her from a hole in the wall, now they know that she's the loudest female fan in the room. They're like, as I said it before, and I'll say it again, people are listening to this podcast the next day, nobody knows. Harley is what everybody wants to be in the indies, how everybody knows her. And there's series they did on MTV back in the day about wrestling fans. Kitty, yay, Kitty. We love our podcast.
What kind of cat is that?
My dad might know. I have no idea.
It's one that has 4 paws.
Yeah, 4 paws and a tail.
And it purrs really loud.
Yes. And it has a face.
I hope it has a face. Oh no.
I know.
A cat.
Yeah, he's right. It's a cat.
Anthony is one of those people that I just met a few shows ago. I've seen him around, but I really just started talking to him a few shows. Yeah. And this past show, him, Brandon, you, and some of the wrestlers all gave me a dang group hug, and I'm still mad about it.
Not at me.
Hugs. No, I'm not mad at you. I am not a hugger. So they all came around me and just hugged me, and I was cringing. So Blackwell, I'm still staring at you.
She's gonna pull the China on you.
One day.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Harley would be like, no violence, no violence, no.
Honestly, we always tell each other this. So I'm like, if we were a tag team, I'd be the heel. And she'd be the baby face. She's always smiling. She's always smiling.
Yeah,
so you guys would be like ugly bedfellows, right? Basically, one would be baby face, and then the other one would be heel. And then you'll be like, I don't feel like making the tag today. You know what I mean? And then it's like, ow, my arm, ow, right?
That would totally be us. That's the sad part.
Harley could be Bailey. And Sabrina could be Sasha Banks.
Yeah, no, Sabrina, she's not a people person. She's like, don't hug me. No, me, I'm like, yo, if you want a hug, come give me a hug. I'm the complete opposite of her.
I'm like, No.
I'm like, bring it in.
So it's like this. It's like she's going for the hug, and oh my god, that could be your promotional picture that you guys like send out. It's like she's going for the hug, full hands out, and then Sabrina's just like this.
Nah.
Like hand.
I would never though, because Harley's like the only one person that I will allow to hug me anytime she wants to. I will accept it. Anybody else? No. Bye. Sorry.
Yeah.
Your face.
No, yeah, I can't. If I was ever a wrestler, I can't be heel. It's not me. I can't be mad unless you like actually like do something to make me mad. But even then, I'm like, I can't. It's not in me.
Joe, he's stealing your words now. Internationally known. There you go.
Stop it. No, I'm
Is
not.
he when he's typing and do that dance? Internationally known. I have to do that every time when someone asks me about the podcast, and I'm like, because we are the Dudes at Ringside podcast, the international. I had to do that so much at the wedding. Like
I'm laughing at that comment, Anthony, because not a lot of people know that story, but I'll tell it since you put it in the comment section. Tim Theory came out one day wearing, you saw that too, wearing a like fishnet like top, mesh top, and he took it off, and I said, "Ew, put it back on." He literally tossed it in a ball and like tossed it right at me, and it was soggy, it was sweaty, it was gross, and I was like, "Ugh." So no, I do not like that at all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
I love Anthony Blackwell. He's definitely a personality.
Yes.
Anthony's awesome. You know, he's the coolest.
Get Rob and Anthony together. I think they'd be a good team, Geek.
Yeah, Anthony and Rob would be awesome. Yeah.
Oh gosh. That was the time I was trying to see if you were available to go to ISBW. Harley, remember that? I was like, I'm going for the day after my birthday. Wish you can come in Jersey, the Sussex County Fairgrounds. I think I messaged you about it like in April. Last April.
Maybe I don't remember. I have a busy, crazy life.
We've slept since then.
I've done a lot since then. I don't know, man.
Well, if I ever go, I'm definitely gonna find out if I can go to that PPW show because I'm due. I'm so freaking due. Like I gotta go. Like
I might be going to the Creative Pro Toy Drive, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah. The tickets are free. You just give like 2 wrestling action figures, and that's like your price of admission.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I told Geek, yeah, right. It's Matt Cardona trying to do like this. Let's see what the kids brought with us so the kids can see what I got. Got it. I don't got that one. I don't get that one.
This is coming home with me.
Yeah. So mean. Joe is so mean.
Oh my God, Creative Pro is a great school, man. They put on some of the best shows. You know, I go every single show as a Creative Pro. You know. So
ooh, here we go. I got a question for the both of you. Have you two ever thought about traveling overseas to go watch independent wrestling?
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind, I'd love to travel, obviously, when I'm older after I finish school. So yeah, I'd love to travel. It can help, obviously, me and Sabrina, and it'll be fun for ourselves too. But as of right now, I don't think, no.
Oh, not now. Eventually, I meant.
Yeah, probably once I finish high school and get my life together, I'll be like, yo, let's travel.
And I'm the opposite. I'm more of I will travel if one of the people that I've been watching from day one make it overseas. I will travel. However, I am not a big traveler. I've been to Ireland, I've been to Germany, but other than that, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony putting over Creative Pro right now. VSK Leo Sparrow, my faves.
Oh, that's another one you guys need to get. Leo Sparrow. Oh my God.
Leo Sparrow is amazing. Yeah?
Just don't walk up to him eating a hot dog. He'll be really mad.
Like he's a character.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Are you kidding me?"
You can imagine.
You
Just
just
lettuce at you.
Yeah.
get away from my table. Buy my merch, but get away from.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he threw I was at the last Creative Pro show. He actually threw a lettuce right in my friend's face. It was actually the funniest thing.
Oh, I know
You got-
exactly who that is.
Yeah.
Neil Sparrow. Yeah.
Jerk.
Spinach boy.
Yeah.
Spinach boy. I hate every time he comes because every time I get spinach thrown in my face. And I love spinach, but like not from a man's hands, you know?
Or in a mysterious weird bag. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
He-
For
Slow
sure.
motion. Needs to get that slow motion of the spinach hitting Sabrina in the face.
Yeah.
There's the amount of faces I make at PPW. I'm surprised like she hasn't gotten any kind of like videos of me because like there's one video that we took this past month where like you were like, let's take a video, and I was like, ah, my face there was, I was like, if she had a video for every time I made a weird face, we would have a whole podcast about it at this point.
Oh my god, that'd be fun. Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. The boogeyman. He was at PPW in Hazleton. Ugh. He threw worms everywhere. Oh my god, it was
Like
so
actual worms.
Well, like real life worms. Like he put them in his mouth. Like
Huh.
no,
Fuck.
freaking he was freaking chasing me. I'm like, oh, not today. First of all, like he's the
No.
nicest. Like, I talked to him prior, like before the show. It's a fun story, but he's actually like the nicest person ever. But as for if a worm touches me, no, absolutely not.
No, I'll tell you straight up, that is almost more disgusting than someone asking, like, throwing spinach in my face. No, don't
I
throw
had to
anything
choose-
at me. I'm just a person coming here to see you wrestle. That's
No,
it.
seriously. If I had to choose worms or spinach, I'd choose the spinach.
Yeah. At least it's good
At
for
least
you. I mean, but they do say worms are protein, so there you go.
Oh no.
Not in my diet, and I'm on a diet, but like not in my diet.
They do say it.
Make me laugh, these people that go out there and I'm gonna eat a cricket.
Oh no. Ew.
That's protein too.
Daddy, no. I know.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I'll eat a bowl of rice and beans with a nice, yummy, like anything with rice and beans, but I will not eat. I'm not afraid of lions and tigers or bears, but a bowl of freaking
Yeah.
wormies.
Like
I
weird.
know.
No,
I know. Give me rice and beans and a nice Ben Neal. I'm right there singing, like I was at my grandma's house.
Oh goodness. Ew.
So what are some of you guys' favorite matches
Ooh.
that you enjoyed?
We usually like the same matches. Like that's the funny part. I think one of my favorites, just in general, is like a lot of the title matches, like Facade's matches. Tim Theory this past month, he was going up against a lot of good guys for this title match. He won, but I mean that was a good match. We're a huge fan of. Oh God, what's his name? We're a huge fan of him. What's his name?
I don't know.
Kage, Trevor Kage.
I think I was the skull face.
Skullface. No, he's called the Silent Shadow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love how I put air quotes around that because, like, I don't know why, but and Action Andretti, Rembrandt, like, there's Adina Steele, like anybody who like we have favorites with. We love their matches. Like we can't wait for them to come on.
Oh my god. This past weekend, obviously Rembrandt, he had a match, and obviously you guys probably know because he was on your podcast, I'm pretty sure. And he had his title, he won the title, he worked for it. And then this past weekend, obviously he's lost the title a couple months ago, maybe longer than that. And like he was in this weird tag match, and I was like, oh my god, obviously I'm gonna cheer for him because he's my favorite. I love him. And once he freaking won, the entire room, everyone in the freaking PPW was looking at me like, "Are you crazy?" I was like having a stroke. I was like, freaking screaming. The people were like, "What is wrong with you?" And then Anthony Black was like, "Girl, are you okay?" I'm like, no, I'm not okay.
Now we're gonna get flack. You forgot to say the most important name that comes out to the ring with Rembrandt Geek.
Cosmic.
Do this every time.
Yeah,
Cosmic.
you
I
forgot.
haven't seen her.
She's about to give us flack, Geek. I'm gonna see her pop up. He forgot my name again.
Yeah.
Don't forget her name.
I was laughing so hard. I'm like, she's about to throw Geek against the wall. Like, you son of a bitch. Geek's tall.
Nah,
Geek's about 5.
I finally got to meet Rembrandt at BPW. He's a cool guy though. So
Yeah, he's really nice.
He has a
Yeah.
Dudes at Ringside sticker on his
Yeah.
bag or wherever it is now.
yeah.
He's a very sweet guy. I mean, before we had him on our podcast, like I really didn't have a good conversation with him, but like after our podcast, it was like, wow, okay,
He's
like
not chill.
and
He's
I
really
was so chill. And that's what we're getting to know with a lot of these wrestlers that come onto ours is like they're the chillest person ever. It's just like Harley and I like to stick to ourselves sometimes. And like we just chill with each other, you know? But like there's certain wrestlers we'll have a good conversation with and some that like we bypass and then we have them on our podcast. We're like, oh crap. So then like as soon as they come on, we're like, we're so nervous because we're like, we've never had a conversation with this person before.
No, yeah, definitely. That's how it was yesterday.
Yeah, just do what me and Joe do. So, what's your favorite food? That's
that loosens him up. I could say this now. I thought that the Stevie Ray interview was going to be scary, and bad. And then as soon as we said, "What's your favorite food?" You thought we would have poured him a nice little glass of wine and said, "What's your favorite food?" Mr. Ray
never
Stevie,
fails. Never fails.
Never fails. He was like, "Steak. I love steak." And then the weird talk started. It's like
he started talking about Godzilla and all this. Oh man!
And then the politics came out. You have special guests?
No, my cat is over in this corner. I'll be right back. I gotta kick her out of here. She's making a mess.
What's the cat's name?
Her name's Luna. She's
Luna.
6 months old and she's a troublemaker.
Aw.
That's why my dogs are downstairs.
We had a guest on our podcast named Luna Tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luna Tricks.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Does Harley who controls the YouTube channel?
She does a lot. I'll go like on our Instagram. I won't go on our YouTube page. Like I have my own. But yeah, she controls the YouTube, and then we both kind of contribute to the Instagram, just because like I have it on mine. So like when you guys were messaging her, our Instagram, I was getting the messages too. It's just a lot of the times she's better at like responding than I am, because like I have this thing where I'm like, okay, this is nice, put it down. I was like, I'll respond later, and I'll never respond. So like she does a lot more than I do. I kind of just give her my list of these are the days I'm available. And then I tell her what wrestlers I'm gonna talk to see if I can get them on. And so it's kind of a team effort. But like as for like the socials and stuff, she's great at that. Like she's running like 3-4 Instagrams right now. Hers, UCW, the Talk of the Ring show. I think they're only 3, but yeah, so she's doing a lot.
Wow.
You just got booed. And then last, Harley's dad is just like, boo.
I don't know, man. Every time that we have a podcast, he says something, and I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I'm still standing.
Instagram warned me, Harley. How did you manage to have 4 pages running? Wait, no.
3, 4.
I'm guilty. I'm the problem. I have like my own.
Joe has so many Instagram pages. Oh my God, Joe. Oh my
Shut
God.
Up, don't be jealous that I have a little green. There he is. Yeah, he hasn't been on the screen in a while. I have my baby Slimer. Check him out. Hang out with him. He has his own Instagram. More friends than I do. Yep, baby Slimer. A keychain gets an Instagram. He's cute.
Yeah. I am doing a lot. Just trying to manage it the best. Obviously, school, a job, the podcast. It's definitely a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I think I'm handling it pretty well. Doing
Just
a great job.
like our advice to you as a new podcast, if you start feeling like it's a job, just back
Step
up.
away.
Step away. Because
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be like a job.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
This is something that we all, I know not just me and Geek, also with you, we all love wrestling. And we
Yeah.
all like talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
And now we have a community that wants to talk to us, unlike when we were in school. Like you're in school,
Yeah.
you say wrestling back in the day, they go, nowadays, somewhat they laugh at you. But now
Yeah.
you have friends that actually won't go, she likes wrestling. Let's stay away from her. We'll embrace you and say you're a younger wrestling fan.
So what are you guys' thoughts on Full Gear this weekend?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I haven't like I can admit I don't like fully pay attention to like AEW. Like I should.
I do.
I love like the wrestlers on it, but I don't pay like that much attention. Like I should. Like I don't have the time to sit and watch the shows. Like it's just I don't know. Like the indie shows are like once a month. That's easy for me. But as for like that, I'll watch like maybe a couple minutes. But as for sitting there, I can't do it.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Some indie shows run every single week. I've noticed that, Joe. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ISPW show in Jersey.
CCW too. CCW in Florida.
CCW?
They run every week, in different towns.
Yeah. It's like madness. I'm like, do you guys ever go home and just lay down and say, today's the day off? I'm just gonna Homer Simpson sleep like this.
Yeah.
Nope. No, get the hell out of bed. You gotta make money tomorrow. Go make money, girl. Okay.
and then some shows just run quarterly. Like they'll run like every 2 months, 3 months, every 6 months. You know what I mean?
think that's how it is with MLW in Philly. Like they won't come to Philly all the time. It's like once in a while they'll come to Philly. So like I think the next time they're coming to Philly is January. Then they were just here in October. So it's like a every 3 months thing. But every time we come around, it's like I check my schedule and I go, I gotta have off that day. So I'm very dedicated to MLW. I think Harley and I'm trying to get Harley to come to a Smash Wrestling event with me by Rosh, his name is, and he does a great show. He does it every month as well, like PPW does. And a lot of the guys on there are just, it's crazy. Like their wrestling matches are a little bit more intense than PPW is. Like it's more of like they had a door match where like they just slammed each other through doors and there's blood. There's like, that's my thing. I'm like, yo, come on, like let's beat him up. But
you like the deathmatch side of it.
I told you I'm a heel. I'm a heel at heart. So like anything like to do with blood, turning against your opponent, that's my thing.
Definitely a heel, Joe. Definitely a heel.
Yeah,
right?
that's why I like how you adjusted the camera, so it was the right way, like the face.
I don't think that happened that way. I think it's when my camera went.
Because Geek does have the power of flipping the camera.
Oh, he's got all the power. I don't know if I like that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's the captain now.
Oh no,
I'm the captain of this show.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I can end the show right now if I want to.
And
show,
go.
And the show is over. That's it.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
And
no, but as for AEW, I full gear, I will be watching it. Just because I love all wrestling as well. I follow AEW a little bit more than Harley does, just a little bit. I'll tell you, I follow one, but like it's different. But I think indie show. I've said this in our podcast too. Like indie shows are more my thing because of the experience that we get when we go. Like it's a family. it's more intense. You can get closer to the wrestlers. Where if you go to a WWE show, you're not going to meet all the wrestlers afterwards. You're not going to get the same like close interaction as you would. So I mean, I think indie shows are just my favorite because we get to know the wrestlers and they're down to earth, you know.
Yeah.
And the wrestlers don't know you either. If you go to if you go to AEW or WWE, they're like, I think I remember you, but I don't really. Kind of.
Where it's like PPW or like any type of that, like an indie show, you can walk in there. I know definitely for me, everyone will be like, "Oh, Harley's
Here's Harley."
Yeah.
Gotta cover your ears.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting to that point now with me that I'll walk in and like they'll be like, "Oh, here she is," and like it's kind of that thing. And I can tell you, my first PPW show was thanks to how I found out about it was thanks to South Philly's Finest, because I've known them since I was 14. So they got me back into it. And when I went there, the one guy knew me, had me on social media. So like he watched me grow up. So he knew what I look like now. And the other guy didn't. And I showed him an old picture of me and him. And he's like, "Oh my God, that's you? You grew up to be such a young lady." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So I was like, he's like, "I remember you so much." And I was like, "Thanks. You saw me when I had like pimples all over my face and I wasn't really happy with my body, but thank you."
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on MJF? Do you guys think he's gonna win the title on Saturday or no?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a loaded question for me.
Whoever wins, I guess.
The best man wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, me and Harley feel that way with a lot of title matches. It's just like we're like, "Oh well, if they win, they win." You know, like it's okay. You know what, Brandon? I did not do anything. I'm just sitting here drinking my tea and talking.
Okay? Nope, she's drinking.
Yeah. My personal opinion, I think MJF's gonna win because it's in the tri-state area. He's from Long Island, you know, and he's gonna represent Long Island and represent Creative Pro. There you go.
What? I was yawning? What happened?
Joe, you don't agree that MJF is winning the title or no?
I keep saying no, Geeky. See, his ear, he turns his hearing aids off.
Does he have dementia? No, I'm just kidding.
That was a real yawn too. That wasn't a fake Joe yawn. I was trying to act it, but it really came out. Like, have you ever faked a yawn and then the real yawn comes out? It's like,
who are some people you would love to see come to PPW? That's
oh my gosh. As I said before the podcast, I said this and Harley started laughing. Do we have time and these girls have work tomorrow? Like there's like so many people that want to come see the PPW. Come see the PPW. That sounded bad.
Jeff Hardy.
No, if we were talking like that, someone I'd love to see, probably be like Tony Storm, maybe. Tony Storm. I was gonna say Tessa, but we've seen Tessa wrestle recently.
I say Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, those are some big names, so getting them would be almost impossible.
Break the bank. There you go. Yeah, break the bank.
I would want to, even though I'm not a fan of him, and Geek's like on his train, is the king of the.
Oh, Mr. Johnny Collins.
Yeah, Johnny Collins.
Yeah.
Trust me, Sabrina will do the eye roll, and this guy's voice, it sounds like a small child. He talks like this when he talks. He thinks he's better than everybody else. Oh, Sabrina, I can already hear Carly laughing at him. Who left their child out? Someone needs to get the child. He's lost in the ring.
Oh, we're vulgar. We're vulgar when it comes to people in the ring. Sometimes I was doing the cop sound this past month. I was going wee wee wee.
Oh my god, it was so freaking funny.
I was hype on caffeine. I was on caffeine for days that day. Yeah. And I was just, everything was coming out of my mouth. Wee, wow, you suck.
Oh yeah, I think Paige would be a really good add to the women's division.
Yeah.
Even though the PPW women's division is absolute fire.
Right now.
Right now it's just Danny. Right on the show.
Danny.
Oh, What I was watching on YouTube, it looks like a lot.
But
Yeah.
Granted, there was girls that come every month. It's just ones that are consistent and stay every month
Yeah.
are very rare. Like Danny, I think, is the one who just comes every month, puts that work in, puts the stuff in, and whereas like Adina comes when she can. Nikki Duke has come twice now this year, and the other ones are kind of just whenever they want to.
Oh, yeah. I think it's so hard to get women wrestlers because, well, female wrestlers, my bad. It's just so hard because they're like, I don't know how to say it. They need a little bit more protection. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they're risking their life. Not really, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like they're going in front of like a bunch of different strangers. And what males obviously they're stronger, but like with the female at PPW right now, the only one that consider like technically is Danny Moe. But we have some more faces from this past weekend, like Riley Crow. I love her. Miranda Vionette, she just won the title. The one that was something, but
JC Storm.
Ugh.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that.
I don't like. Oh my goodness, I don't like her.
I felt so bad that day. I felt bad because if Adina Steele was at that show, I would have just went like this. But the only wrestler that I knew out of all those tables at the ISPW show was the name I shall not say. We don't want Harley losing her lunch below her.
No, I just gotta say, Jace. This is not my podcast. I can't say that. I'm sorry. Okay, next topic. Okay, this is how I feel, but this is not my podcast. I can't say that.
Oh, you're allowed. Remember, I told you can curse, but then
no, I'm just kidding. No,
we're not live.
We don't badmouth our people on our channel either. It's just we say our opinion, and because it's our opinion, is our channel.
Yeah.
No, I think I don't. Personally, I just don't like her. I think yes, I get her character. She's a real in the ring, but it like she plays it outside of the ring, and I personally don't think that's how it should be. Like there's a bunch of wrestlers like V Marino, for example. He's mean in the ring, but outside the ring, he's the nicest person you'll ever meet. Her, oh my goodness, she makes me rage. Every person that knows me knows how much I'm like.
No, well now I do.
There was a wrestler we just interviewed. He asked the fans for money when he walks to the ring, and the fans actually give it to him, and then they think they're going to give it back. He goes, "No, it's my back. It's mine.
Oh, you have to go back and watch that episode. Shane, Sugar Shane.
Oh
wow. Oh god, that was the funniest thing ever. He was like, "No, I'm taking the money. No, it's mine now."
Wait, no, that's not. It's my money.
No, go buy myself a nice Starbucks coffee. I'll take a picture of it and send it to the wrestler.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, sorry.
No, go ahead. You can go.
No, I was just gonna say that some wrestlers that you guys should consider. I did say Mike Anthony. I did say Jack Tomlinson. Another one, Joe might agree with me on this one. He's kind of doing pretty big things in New York right now. The Big Boofa, Desmond Cole.
Oh yeah, Big Boofa.
Big Boofa, yeah.
I still think that needs to be a PPW versus VPW show in the future in a gym, in a high school football field, Milford, Pennsylvania. It's a nice little town, Milford, connected to the Delaware Valley School District, and you could have. I hear, except for Geek, because Geek doesn't live too close away. Have this right here as the guest commentary. The L I hear, bink, bink, bink. I guess I would have to be between you two because I'm sort of I'm like the Roman Reigns. I want to be a face so bad, but in my heart, it's like my grandfather's like, "We're known as heels. What are you doing?"
I would totally be Seth Rollins at this point. Like I'm sitting here going, I could be a heel with I could be Seth Rollins for sure.
Oh my God, I love Anthony.
Well, Anthony, if you were on the screen, I would be like, yes, the three of us here, but Anthony's not on the screen. So I can't say the
Yeah.
guy with the long hair that's doing this would be on the other side where Geek is.
Yeah.
I even did. I
Yeah.
love him.
We love Anthony. He's the nicest person you'll ever meet.
AVJ.
Anthony's awesome.
Yeah.
Anthony's awesome. You know?
Yeah.
He's
He's definitely so nice.
What's up next? Next topic.
So where could people find you guys?
Oh God, I'm only on Instagram. I realize that because we've talked about this before. Like I don't do Facebook. Facebook's just not for me. So you guys could find us at Talk of the Ring Show on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's pretty much it right now. We're definitely trying to like grow and get all this other stuff, but it takes time because it takes time. It's not like something that can happen overnight, but yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should try to consider going on Spotify too.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
That's in the we're definitely talking about other things. I know right now our biggest focus is our UCW in January right now is what we are really trying to prepare for. That's on our next on our list. So we're like a little nervous about it, but we're gonna get through it. For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for social media. I mean, we're probably more active on that than anything else. So, or shows. Basically,
PPW mostly.
Yeah, PPW, UCW.
MLW for me. You'll see me at MLW. You'll see me at Smash Wrestling.
BPW.
Oh God, I'm like everywhere.
Yeah.
You're like the credit card.
Right. Like, oh, I'm accepted everywhere, just not here. But yeah,
If
no.
you use the credit card, they'll call your number and say, "Are you over in New York?" No, I'm in my bedroom watching TV.
Yeah. Soon, MCW. I really want to go to an MCW show so bad.
I've heard of those shows. I've never actually been. I do want to go to an AEW, like an actual like AEW show. It just hasn't been in the works for me yet because I've been busy. But maybe there's one in Pittsburgh too that I've been wanting to go to. It's just so many.
Swipe the cards. Sabrina's broke.
I'm not broke, actually. Thank you. Got paid yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Do you have any upcoming shows for like who's gonna be on your show, or you haven't announced anything yet?
Yes, so next week we have Tim Theory, the reigning champion at PPW. He's going to be coming on, and then Jeff the Ref. Oh God, we have so many people coming up right now.
Yeah,
that it's crazy.
Yeah. So Monday we got, like she said, we have Tim Theory. Tuesday we have Jeff Carden, Jeff the Ref. I know that following week it hasn't been announced, but we do have a tag team. That's all I'm going to say for now. We have a tag team. That next following day we have, I think, another tag team. Actually, I'm maybe wrong. I know definitely we have one for the end of the month, which I don't think if you guys you'll be like, oh my God, you're gonna want to you're not gonna want to miss it. They are like,
that'll be a good podcast for sure.
They're definitely amazing.
Definitely.
That's Monday and Tuesday. I know we have an episode, and then
we have tons of things coming up in December that obviously we're not going to announce yet, but we have so many things in the work, so many people in the work, so many people that we're talking to we're just trying to narrow down a date and a time. So like as soon as that's happening, like we usually put it out the following week, like the week of.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But like it's really exciting. It's usually like we're trying to do 2 podcasts a week. Sometimes it's 1, depending on like the wrestler or us, because there's been times where I've been sick and still doing the podcast, or she's not feeling well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to thank you guys. So what's up? Go ahead.
I have
Go ahead,
one
Joe.
more question before we go off. If we were doing a Friendsgiving and having a big dinner, what would you two bring and why?
Oh God, I would bring my family and I have this tradition where we bring, it's called broccoli and cheese casserole, and it's just broccoli, cheese, rice, and it's like this huge thing. And it's just really good and fattening, but on Thanksgiving everything is fat free. So there you go.
Me, on the other hand, I'd probably bring cupcakes and cookies. If people said supposedly that they love my cupcakes and cookies, so
Her cupcakes are to die for. And I don't eat sweets. I don't eat sweets like that, but I'll eat Harley's cupcakes any day.
I heard this from all. I heard from all this from all the wrestlers at PPW. So that you bake good cupcakes. So
yeah.
I've heard about the famous gift bags. I was just like,
yeah, I'm for gifts. It's just
She's a gift giver.
Yeah, I'm not a heel person. I can't be that person. I'm just too nice. I do for so much for everybody. So yeah.
I can be. It's fine.
What'd you bring me? I brought you myrrh.
I brought you my face. Like my presents.
You have to take a picture of yourself and then go to Walmart and print it out and then sign it and be like, I brought you my autograph.
Yeah.
I brought you deodorant. Here, you need this.
That would be something I would do too. Like that's the sad part, and it's crazy. I'm known as the heel lover on our podcast, so I mean, I have to keep it going.
Yeah.
You give them a gift. You're like, "What you got me? A box?" And they open up its Irish Spring. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. You don't like
sad
the
part
gift?
is Anthony and your dad will attest this. I will be like, ew, stinky. Like we were so I would definitely be that person that would be like, here's some deodorant.
Here's your Christmas gift, deodorant.
There you go.
I think that's what I'll get our tag team that we have coming up at the end of November. That's exactly who I'm going to give it to. You're welcome.
Open your presents, and then they open it, and it's like bars of soap. You know what that's for.
Oh my goodness.
Your dad, OMG, he looked at her, your Sabrina, because every show it's, oh my God, I say, oh my God, he looked at me. Did you see he looked at me? And your dad's like, oh my God, girl, I know. Like it's an inside joke now that we have, and now it's kind of like everyone's gonna know at PPW what that means now. So it's like, man.
Yeah.
You need to make a t-shirt about it now. Oh my God, he looked at me, girl.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God, if we did that all our catchphrases, Harley and we would have so many shirts. Because like there's so many catchphrases that me and Harley are using that we're just like, oh God, that could be a shirt. So.
Yeah, right. It could be a shirt. It's a work in progress.
I would say as a joke, Geek and I need to start our own wrestling promotion. Me and Geek would be like the like one side of the arena commentators, and then Harley and Sabrina as on the other side doing like like one show will be us, and then the next show could be them, and then the super show will be all three of us, everybody on the screen.
Yeah, and then by the end of the month, Geek pulls all his hair out.
Yeah,
and then Joe's tried to pull his hair out, but he realizes
I have a beard.
No, he pulled out his beard. It's like, damn it!
I do that anyway.
Because you always hear the stories about wrestling promoters. They're always like so stressed out of every single wrestling promoter that we've talked to. They're like, just want to pull your hair out, of how much stuff goes on.
No, yeah, definitely.
It's stressful. It's a stressful job.
Yeah, it really is. I can't imagine owning, like, doing the stuff that Paul Bow and Anthony or even Alpha. I give definitely like kudos to him. He runs like a wrestling company. He runs a gym. He runs a training. He probably
And he wrestles on the show that he runs.
I definitely kudos to him, but I can't see myself doing that.
Me either. So
I get stressed out too easily.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And then this person gets hurt, and then this person calls in sick, says gets injured. I'm like, oh geez, now I gotta replace this
Good
person.
luck. It happens during the show. They get knocked out, and it's like,
Yeah.
Keith Webster, UK. What do you think? He's on the ground.
It's like that Chris Rock. You got knocked the fuck out.
That wasn't Chris Rock. It was Chris Tucker. Really?
Chris Tucker.
They'll be showing those movies the entire time until New Year's Eve.
Oh my
geez.
God.
Rush Hour. Did I win? You got knocked the fuck out.
All right. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Thank you so much, Harley. And we would like to say good luck to you guys in all your upcoming interviews. We want to wish you nothing but the best of luck. Just keep it cool. Keep asking your questions. And someday you'll have 300 episodes like us.
Yeah.
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm the Metal Geek.
And we're the ringshow.
And we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.